We're going to try to make this recording as quickly as possible and hope there's no interference. But we want to tell you that, first of all, the Japanese helped to save Jews in World War II. We told you that. And we're the Emperor and Empress of Japan. We're also Emperor and Empress of China. We told you that. We inherited those houses. And we are Jewish. We told you that Abadod Nasik, the Abe, was a Jew. We told you that when we were little kids, we'd have Shabbat in the palace. And we told you that the Emperor and Empress of Japan were our blood aunt and uncle, and they adopted maybe their daughter. We told you that. So my beloved husband became their son-in-law, as well as their blood nephew, and I became their daughter, as well as their blood niece. We are Jews. They are Jews. The houses are Jewish. And so let you know again too. They helped. The Japanese helped to try to save Jews in World War II. We're telling you that. And we have ceremonies and things that for us to be in a line of succession in Japan as well. We want to let you know again too. And China too. Shinhan, we told you that Jiang Zemin was also our blood uncle and my adopted father. We told you that. We told you and we told you that Xi Jinping, he's also our blood uncle and my adopted father. They are Jewish. They do not want to be anything but what we have told you that they say they want to be. They don't believe in that other thing. That China, we told you about with China, that what happened to our relative Pahlavi. He went to try to help the people, and we were really quite small, and they killed him in Tiananmen Square. He was Jewish. Pahlavi, Levi, Pahlavi. So they're not around. They're gone. They died a long time ago. They thought they would never be visible, but they knew that we would be. So we're telling you that. They came to try to help rescue me when Abadod Nasik Reza Zab, he came to try to rescue me, and the Americans killed him. When he tried to, they made it look like he just wanted to try to, like he was going to get a medical procedure, and they killed him that way. We're telling you what the Betty says. We showed you them running our person on the street over. You know about the how they hurt our people in New Zealand. They heard about their must. That was George Bush that did that. People, please, we're not lying to you. So help me God, I swear I'm not lying. We're not lying. We're telling you the truth. And everybody's telling on them what they have done, what they did. When we were little, I'll tell. They'll kill you before you can get big in size. Just wait, And they're really quite creepy. So we're telling you what they did, and they're dangerous, people. And don't think that God's not going to help to try to get rid of the two-thirds population. It's wicked, because God is they don't think straight, and it's not just a bunch of random dirty people. They are mixed with fallen things. They did a terrible thing. They did that. You've got to know they're mixed upon things, and it's what we say, because the angels did not fall. They're ministers of God alone came to help me and my beloved Honorable Rothschild family, Honorable Sadtai family, Honorable families, Honorable City, and even our beloved animals that came to our very, very large kingdom, and everyone be beautiful and holy kingdom, our eternal kingdom, the eternal kingdom that lasts forever, never to be destroyed, never to be destroyed for people. We have help from heaven above, and our God, who is God alone, the true God, that's our God. Our God is God alone, the King of the universe. Our God is real. They walk around, they want to be worshipped. You should hear the things they're saying and things they're trying to do, harassing and all kinds of things. They're criminal. The mundane things go away. Yes, times have changed. Times will change. They say times are changing. Yes, there won't be any wicked left. Everybody knows wicked will be gone for all eternity. That's the change of time. The change will be that the wicked will be gone, and there'll be everlasting life, and people live for eternity, and there'll be happiness, and people will be good, and there'll be little things that people are have to supervise, make sure they did things. Except if you don't have Sukkot that you're supposed to, God's going to punish you for doing those things that you don't do, and the severity of the fact that you what would it say. And those who don't have Sukkot, they get punished for severity of whatever else they did with that. I guess is what it says. So what is to be understood as they get for however much, how many times maybe they didn't have Sukkot or whatever they didn't do. So we know everybody's going to be Jewish in the end. We know that everyone's Jewish now. Everybody is going into perfection, and it's the way it's going to be. Mosaic law will be for all it's for all eternity. It will be. It's it. This is it. It's time for the wicked to go away, because they're out of control. People, you're not that. God doesn't do anything. They'll do all kinds of things to people. Please, you gotta know, or you gotta see that. The reason they haven't done it because they can't do anything. God's keeping them from being able to hurt me and my beloved actually, Honorable Rochester, Rochester people, Shabside people, Bill David people, all of our family members, all the kids, city people, and even our brother and God is keeping them from trying to hurt our very, very large kingdom, Everyone be upset on our kingdom, eternal kingdom that lasts forever, ever, never to be destroyed, never to be transferred to the people. God is stopping the wicked from being able to do things that they would try to do to me and my beloved Roman cousins, actually, and all the Rochester family, and all the Shabside family, and all the families, all the kids, beloved citizens, beloved animals, and how they would try to hurt our very, very, very large kingdom, everyone be beautiful and holy, our kingdom, our eternal kingdom, the eternal kingdom that lasts forever and ever, never to be destroyed, never to be transferred. We're sealed. Okay, I'm talking real fast because I know they're trying to come and interfere, and we're trying to make a recording for you. And so we just went to the Japanese. We were in line succession. We inherited the throne of Japan and China and all the other thrones. Our family members, even they waited for it to be born. They knew that we would look different, but we would have the throne. They told all of our family members, everybody waited for us to be born, and everybody was in succession because they know that we will be, and our kingdom is a large kingdom. Will be our kingdom, our eternal kingdom lasts forever and ever. No restraint to people. They wanted people to be helped too. They wanted people to make it as well. And everybody just knew, and we just know it's the way that God said it's the way that it's the way that we're telling you it's going to be. Not those other things. They're trying to do dirty things and hurt people. They're trying to kill you, trying to make you dirty, and trying to make you, yuck. That's all we're trying to say, and they're trying to make you believe something that's not real. That's not God doing those bad things. And saying it's not. It just makes you dirty, and you feel like you can't wash it off. So we just want to let you know again too. But we wanted to tell you, they tried to make everything like Afghanistan, like Iraq, they're trying to make all of our kingdom like that. People, we're the king and queen of Afghanistan. That war started a long time ago. We were in the UAE, we're in the Middle East when the Americans made the leave. But we know they still tried to leave things behind. The Taliban were police. Okay, people, and they better say 700 people kept stalking and looking for money. Everybody said they kept looking for things, trying to steal and terrible people. Minus art and how the kidnappers back then had the perfect war. They give people a green card and then get them over there and steal their things and then kill them and steal their things and then come over to where they came from and steal their things. They're creepy. Those are Nazis. And this is so just what about you two? And not a color. And just all the dirty things together. The fallen things mixed with the dirty things and making dirty filth. It's really what we tell you it is. It's not some random bunch of people doing dirty things. There's too many. And God has let us reveal to you what it is. It doesn't go backwards. The crooks and things, they sin after us and try to say that those people were wicked. They're doing dirty things. And the things they worship is not our God. Our God is God. And I know you can feel that. We feel it, and we know that it's real. Our God is real. God said the people know we're real. And so we just want to let you know again too. Okay, so we're the king and queen of Iraq, the king of Afghanistan, the king and queen of Persia, what people call Iran, the king and queen of Israel, the king and queen of the Sultan, there are different types, the king and queen of Turkey, the Sultan and Sultana, Tsar and Emperatrice of Russia, and Maharaja of India. We inherited a very, very, very large, very, very, very large throne. This is it, and it's the largest kingdom there ever was and ever will be. And God has made this so the people will be helped, and so we will be helped, and we will live for eternity. Our people live for eternity. We'll have lots of room because bad people will be gone. And God will do what God is going to do. To a plague takes a lot of most of the bad people away. They have disease and things. You must be good. It matters what you do, what you eat. It matters what you who you worship. God is God. Our God is God alone. He's the true God, King of the universe. So we're telling you things. What people did in World War II. The Bushes ate the Japanese alive. Vietnam War. We knew they were Nazis. They were and the ethnic cleansers. That's Nazis. They just came at different time periods, still trying to do the same thing. They're all Nazis. Trying to make dirty things, and the Nazis are the devil. Hitler, the devil, a devil man. Pope Francis, aka Hitler's son, the devil. devil people. He's fallen, mixed with fallen things. He's a fallen thing. We remember Mr. Francis, Mr. Robinson, aka Pope Francis. We remember that. He kidnapped us. He punched me on my face, gave me a black eye. He was going to try to make me be with him. All kind of old man, a devil. I have a husband, and Shabby's always been my husband. We told you we had to stay at one of our places in Turkey, and we were told by the grown-ups that if something happens, go to the hotel that we own. We ran. The devil's chasing us because they came after us, the devil people. And somebody said, we know we're the good people, and we're going to be, and the good people are going to be. It's not a joke. It's not some game, not some false thing. Not something that a bunch of crazy people. They're the crazies. We're not. They got to be crazy, mixed with fallen things, party animal, and all devil things. It's just really wrong. They can't possibly think straight. They know they committed a crime, and all the people that they caused the deaths of, they got to not be normal in their mind. Even with just that alone, but we know it's more. So they know it's the end of time for them, and they know that we go on. It's like Yitzhak Rabin, Yitzhak Rabin said, if you have visions, they know you have visions. They don't succeed. Don't think they don't have visions that you do succeed. So they know that we win. This is it. And they did that to, you look at the little boy, don't think the little boy didn't die. Then he stood up straight and tall, and his little brother was on his back. And I really don't think the little boy would have said, ain't. I think a little bit probably would have talked more like a Japanese or would have been more broken English. Ain't is an English American word. It's not from over here. So in the South, they try to exploit that and try to make money. That's really quite wrong. How they try to they caused the death of those people. Like they caused the death of the people in Persia and tried to blame it on our relatives. The two peoples they started a war with and tried to blame each other, and it was them. But we know they did that. We know they did that. We are the king and queen of Persia. We're the king and queen of Iraq. We're the king and queen of Afghanistan. We're the king and queen of the places that they started. Our kingdom is large, where they started trouble. We know that. Abdul Nasik, Muammar Gaddafi, they killed him. We know. The television station brought the film to us and said they wanted everybody who did that, because everybody in Libya knew that Abdul Nasik Muammar Gaddafi was a Jew. And the stuff, they made a stuff film, and they ate part of him. We know it was him. We could hear the American voices in the background of the film. And he had to have been Jewish. He was married to Abdul Nasik Melik, Yitzhak Rabin's wife's sister. That's a Jew. Okay, so we know what they tried to do. All the dirty things they tried to start trouble and then say somebody else. Like how they came and said, I was the bad one, and the bad one that was talking to him was the one that kept introducing and tried to steal things for them. They tried to say was good. They're crooked and wicked. They're Nazis. This is devils. The devils and the terrorists and Nazis all together. And their terrorists are Christian. And terrorists like a lot of blood like demons. There you go. There's the devil. And they eat human flesh. People, it's not going backwards. They're gone. God has sent a plague, so they can't function. They can't possibly feel good. And all the sins they committed, all they talk about is how we talk about God, beautiful things, how you can live. They talk about what they do in their bedroom 24 hours a day. I want to hear that. You're going to wish you never. I'm all the time, everything in their mouth is sodomite. And dirty and filthy, and what you can do to somebody. The whole act alone that they do, the sodomy, causes death. They cause death. Death, they're prescribed for extinction. Death. The times are changing, yes. There won't be any of those things, wicked things left. And everybody worship our beloved, oh God, is God of the kingdom of the universe, the true God. Our God is God. And so we just let you again too. So we just wanted to say these things to you, and we just wanted to clarify things to you, because they still keep trying to tell lies. They did that. You can look at it and see they did that. And we know they did other things too. We know they did that. Al-Qaeda, ISIL, they're the bad people doing dirty things. They're not real. Because the devil didn't like our people. God made us. The devil didn't like mankind. And he was jealous of God. So he's stupid, the devil. Now, we want to tell you, our people, we talked about the symbols like birthmarks and things of our people. All of the Muslims have the mark of our God, and we have the mark of our God. We told you they have a mark by what they do, and they have things too. The Abraham's household The whole household was Jewish. Two different sons with two different blessings. And you got to know in the beginning, the three sons and Noah's three sons, they're Jewish. And then they were going to get other laws. When the garden, when the devil tried to take it over and do things, their J thing was supposed to be in the garden. Yeah, it was the devil. It was the devil that was in the garden trying to take things or trying to do things and trying to hurt an animal. You know, the animal couldn't have possibly been so bad because there was a plague that came, and they had Moses make a replica of something like that, and the people were to stare at it, and then the plague went away. So the devil was lying on the animal. Kind of like to be understood, huh? Because God would have punished the animal like forever and ever, even though he crawled anyway. But to be understood, God would not have used the animal to help check a plague. He's making the angels mentioned that to me about the animal that got blamed and it was the devil that did that, because the animal's not going to be doing anything to God. The devil, the fallen angel, was jealous against God. He would try to be in anybody, get anybody to do dirty things, be with anybody, inside anybody, try to do dirty things, to try to get them to do things to God. The Yetzer Hara tries to get you to do dirty things so he can kill you. That's the devil. Which I wanted to. I don't. So the angels. So I just don't think. I don't know everything, but I just don't think that that God would have used if he had been so punished like for forever and ever, that God would use him to as a symbol to check a plague so that people wouldn't die. He wouldn't have been. He just would have been like in trouble forever. So it wasn't the snake so supposedly so much. Maybe he should have spoke up. He probably did. He didn't do that. It was the devil, their J thing. Because the book of Change, that wasn't in there. Wasn't any garden. That ain't lie. They're trying to change things. And I see when we write things, they try to add things to try to steal writings. We know that. It's just really wrong. Not that they to try to make their stuff look real, and it's not real. I'm just telling you that the angel said about the snake. The animal in the garden. It was the devil trying to mimic something. And he said the snake said he didn't do that. And I think that might I wondered why God would use the image of the snake to check a plague. If he were in trouble forever, because he would be in trouble forever, but he wasn't. And then when I saw the writings that they said that day thing was there, then we know that it was the devil, like God said, because he comes in different forms, trying to do things to people. Well, different forms like incarnation, what Yetzer Hara. I don't want to be a heretic. I'm just trying to explain the things that the angels have tried to reveal to me, so I can say a little bit about. I don't know everything. The angels know things and only allowed to say what God lets him say. And so we just said, and I don't think what we're saying is wrong. Like the raven, they tried to make the raven a bad animal. He's not. They tried to put him in wicked movies. He's not. He's the bird that kept the harlot away from murdering Elijah. Jezebel tried to reduce Israel to nothing. And the raven took care of Elijah and kept Elijah safe and fed him food. Not he didn't eat the bird brought him food. Those blackbirds you see, those are ravens. The crow and the raven are the same family, and they can speak. So he was the first bird off the ark. He couldn't find dry land, so he came back. Then they found dry land when they sent another bird out, and he brought back up a branch from something. And then God had let Noah that the waters had receded enough that they would be able to disembark the ark eventually, sooner. So we just want to let you know again too. So that they tell fibs on things when they try to translate things. So I do think I understand what Archangel Michael said. Okay, so just want to let you too. So I wonder if that's the case. Why would God use that? And God used the serpent as an image to check the plague when people tried to hurt Israel. So if he were bad like that, God would not have used that. The rabbis can explain to you about the serpent image, right? He made an image so the plague would go away. God asked that Moses do that, so the plague wouldn't harm the people. So that if the serpent had been really bad and bad, then he wouldn't have got that honor, because that was honor. Also, his dust, the wicked eat his dust. I read that too a few weeks ago, a few days ago. So the wicked eat the serpent's dust. And that would be the devil and everything with the devil. They lied on the animal. Anyway, so I see that there too. Okay, so we'll talk to you as soon as we can. Turn this careful, safe, and on alert, and we'll write and do the things we said. We're going to try to do the postings and the giftings and updates. You have a couple more days for the same angel hours, because I check the time. And Missy said so, but we're going to get that up as soon as possible. And so we'll talk to you as soon as we can.